Richie Havens, Handsome Johnny. And before we leave the Civil War entirely there, I wanted to also mention about how the past is so much closer to us than we realize. So much happens if you follow the news, even last week or the week before. Seems like a long time ago, of course. And so, of course, the Civil War would seem even further back in time, some prehistoric sort of thing. And yet, when I was young, for example, there was a 100-year-old lady down the street, and she could remember when the Yankee soldiers marched in to occupy the town and impose martial law. It was kind of memorable. But so the Civil War, that veterans lasted to participate to some degree and in shrinking numbers, etc., into at least the 1940s there in the Decoration Day or Memorial Day parades. Well, before moving on here, got a lot more music for you. We're moving on to some songs more about the First World War, the Great War, which is also the title of a very fine YouTube channel that does weekly kind of reviews of the highlights of 100 years ago there in all the things happening there in World War I, how it was changing technology, human experience, culture, human expectations. One thing that World War I, of course, is still with us, and I make reference to the Iron Harvest, a kind of astonishing thing when you think about it. And it's the harvest of unexploded ordnance, barbed wire, shrapnel, bullets, etc., that comes up in the fields every year in Belgium and France. Of course, Britain and Germany, as we know, have some trouble with unexploded bombs from the Second World War, but it's kind of mind-boggling to realize that, France is recovering and disposing of 900 tons of unexploded munitions every year. That, not just some special project. Routine thing. They used to dump the chemical munitions in the ocean until Jacques Cousteau persuaded France to stop doing that. Now there's a specially built factory that incinerates chlorine gas, mustard gas, nausea gas at high temperatures to be safe and eco-friendly. Anyway, it's kind of an astonishing thing to go look at. So we're moving on with the Dropkick Murphys and Eric Bogle coming up here in our next set.